I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. My life's in plastic and it is fantastic. So listen up, because here's the deal. Nobody can come to me and try to cop a feel. I've told you once, but I will not tell you twice. So if you want to play with me, you're gonna have to be nice. There once was a boy that stole my heart. He ran away with it and then tore it apart. His name was Ken and he was my babe. We were so happy and I thought we had it made. But along came Jacob and now my heart is mending. Oh, how I love a happy ending.
I'm Elle Woods, and I'm a Gemini vegetarian. I'm off to Harvard to find that boy I'm going to be marrying. Warner was my high school sweetheart, but he broke up with me and made me look like a retard. So I sat down and began to study for my LSAT, but then I got to thinking, where are all my friends at? I pulled my boat into the harbor, I looked up, and we were already at Harvard. I went to the front desk and asked for Warner. They told me he wasn't there, so I became a mourner. I wasn't good enough for him because I wasn't a Vanderbilt, so I kicked him in the crotch, and I'm sure it was felt. Up the path came strolling Emmett. All my love for him developed in a minute. He picked me up and threw me over his shoulder. I thought I was as heavy as a boulder. Before I knew it, it was time to graduate. I threw on my clothes. I better not be late.
As Amelia. I've had bad romances, let me tell you. My best relationship was ended because of germs. That boy's biceps were firm. But for me, his look didn't cut it. I had a talk with him. I said, sit. Look here, there are certain things that I live by. You know what I mean? No? Oh my. First, every person needs Germ-X for cleaning hands. Every household needs Windex for cleaning windows. Germs cannot be seen, but they're everywhere. It may seem awfully mean, but I'm sure it's time I let you go. You see, I'm crazy clean while you're just so-so. And that, friends, is how my romance ended. His apathy towards clean could not be mended. That's why I'm traveling to this convention in hopes of finding a man who shares my conviction.
HGTV. It's called Color Splash. I brought some of my favorite fabrics for you to see. I've got some paint samples also here. All of my life I've traveled far and wide because I love to design. But once, in a beautiful mansion on a hillside, my love to design was brought to its knees. A gorgeous girl greeted me at the door. For weeks we loved and designed. But after a while, money I had no more, so my love I had to leave. For a while I pushed her out of my head, but my love I could hold back no longer. I went back to her house where she greeted me and said, I have found new love, dear. Thank you for the time we had. Now my heart is shattered and I'm here with you, heading to a speed dating convention because it's all that's left. Maybe when I meet the girls now, my heart won't be blue, and I can love again just like I used to.
Hi, my name is Jack Dawson. I'm sitting here on this plane drawing this beautiful girl that I see. She has long red hair, fixed nice but flowing free. Wondering if I should introduce myself, I then see a man walk up and take her hand. I don't know who he is, but I'm guessing he's her man. They walk away and I shut my book. Out the window is where I look. As I kick back to relax for bed, her sweet face stays stuck in my head. Later that night, I awake to the sound of a window opening. Everyone asleep, I walk to the back of the plane where the sound came from. It was her, the girl with the red hair. She was about to jump. As I walk closer, she sees me. She tells me, don't come any closer, I will jump, and dead I will be. No, I say, you don't understand. Air that cold, like right down there, feels like you're in ice water with nothing on, only bare. She takes my hand, like I asked. We walk to the front of the plane. Her man sees me and says to me, how do you dare? This is my girl. His girl says to him, no, he just saved me. He really cared.
My plane was about to leave the station. The husky sat next to me patiently. He had no idea of my destination. When I was about to leave, the lady at the counter said, the dog is not allowed. This was news to me, but I had no choice. I had a career in the game I loved ahead of me. As I looked back, my dog was trying to follow the plane through the airport, and when it realized it couldn't, it howled. It hurt me, and inside I wanted to howl as well. The husky went back to live with my dad, and I went on to play. When only a week had gone by, I got a call. The voice on the other end had nothing good to say. The best friend I had run away. He hadn't appeared for a few days, which wasn't like the dog. Dad said he feared he may never come back. This news put me in a fog. I had no idea what I would do without knowing what that dog was, that good dog. Weeks and months went by, and I now realized that he must be gone. It had just been too long. When I had almost gotten over the fact that I would never see that big ball of fur again, I heard a knock at my door, or rather a scratch and a whimper. I opened the door, and there, sitting on the floor, was a very skinny and ugly dog. The color of his fur was indistinguishable. It almost looked like someone had tossed it into a puddle. And then this muddle of dirt and hair barked, and it was a bark I knew. It was a husky, that very good dog. How he found me I will never know, and if he could speak, I don't think he could tell me either. The last time I checked, a dog couldn't follow a plane, even without all the rain. So he must have followed my pain. And so here I sit on a different plane on my way to this convention. I'm searching for someone who may be my wife, or at least that this is my intention. The qualities I look for are few, but they are rare. I'm searching for the one who will be willing to follow a plane through the wane, coming to me with mud still in her hair to sit at my door.
Dating's never been my thing. When I was young, I had a few flings, but I only truly loved one. He was extremely athletic and very toned. We were first introduced by friends. It had been a very long summer weekend. We had been on summer break for quite some time, and neither one of us had a dime. You should have been working, not flirting. So we went to the river to cool off from the heat. We started talking, and he was very sweet and had good ambitions. He was leading you on. He was going to be a fisherman and sail upon the great Diane. It was there when he sailed out, and he first asked me out. I answered him with an excited yes, as he shouted back in success. He was trying to put you away. You need to run away. We hadn't sailed for many days when it started to rain. The boat filled with the water and started to strain. People screamed in fear and headed for cover. Push him over! There in the middle of the night came a monstrous wave. When the morning came, nothing could be saved. As I looked around, in the sea, I saw no one. He was gone. I've been single ever since, and now I'm hoping to give love another chance.
Hello everyone, my name is Veronica Sharp, and the story I have to tell is quite dark. It's about my first love, and though it seems swell, I will warn you now it doesn't end well. His name was Devon, that you must know. When our eyes first met, I knew love was in stow. We wrote poetry and poured out our hearts. He said he dug my dark eyeliner and smarts. With his tight rocker pants and side-swept hair, the pain and stress of my world I could bear. He took me to see 30 Seconds to Mars. Their song To Kill, he said it was ours. Just when I thought things couldn't get better, that's when I found a heartbreaking letter. He said there was another and that we were through. Drowning in my sorrows, I didn't know what to do. I signed on to chat to blog my despair, and come to find out my man-stealer was there. With trashy blonde hair, she looked so fake. She posted her status, headed to the lake. I drove out there and found Devon's Jeep. I threw his eyeliner and band shirts in the street. On his seat I carved cheater, on hers I carved sleaze. I slashed his tires with great expertise. And now here I am on this stupid speed date with slight hope of finding a dark soulmate.
Love is tough, regardless if you're strong and buff. It'll make you go crazy, but you can't settle and be lazy. If you're like me, love is hard to find. Man or woman, which is the right kind. It's also hard when you have a figure like mine, or like me. No one can fit my standards, as you can see. For now, my love is fitness. Soon enough, real love is what I'll witness. Once I find love, I will do more than just survive. Instead, love is something in which I will thrive. With a smile or with a tear, I will fight along the side of the one I hold dear. Enjoying each moment together, knowing the hard times make us stronger, I will thrive in the lows and highs, because surviving love is just getting by.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Yeah, my name's Cole Ford. Just came in here to try and get a day from one of y'all, someone that can survive the life of a country boy. I'm looking for someone comfortable behind the wheel of a pickup truck that loves singing and mudslinging. Country girl just doing her thing, because there's nothing like a backwoods baby, drive a tractor and drive me crazy. Likes hunting, loves fishing, and can hold her own in the kitchen. Someone as pretty as a field of daisies, sweeter than a watermelon wine, and way hotter than the Alabama asphalt when I get her in these arms of mine. Someone can rock those high heel shoes, but would rather wear cowboy boots. Cut off jeans and a baseball hat, them city girls don't do it like that. But enough is what I want. Let me tell you a bit about myself. Most country folks sing, but I couldn't, so I'm rapping. I want to show you all where I come from and why the way I am. My jeans so sag, they fit me kind of tight. Got on a white t-shirt, know nothing but work. Daylight to dark, and that's how I was bred, and I'll keep being country till the day I'm dead. See, country folks eat biscuits called cat heads, barbecue, baked beans, sweet tea, and white bread. We like to fish and hunt and ain't scared of a fight. Love the good Lord and believe in doing right. Got a four-wheel drive, some got mud on them. Now four-pack my things and leave something I need to tell you all to understand. I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime, that's why I walk in line. I'm just a simple man. I ain't into cheap thrills, but all my scars heal, so won't you come ride with me? I ain't ashamed where I'm from, y'all, so come take a ride through the country with me. You might see me on your TV, but honey, that don't mean a thing. See, I'm still the same old country boy, and that's all I'll ever be. Sometimes those bright lights blind me and make it hard for me to see. But when I need to be reminded, I take a ride through the country. Now y'all know exactly who I am. At the end of that, I don't give a damn.
Searching for my prince, no boys ever got a hit. My students always ask why in the world I've never found a guy. After years of searching, my family suggested I enter a convention. So on this cruise, I came after, flying on a Jeep plane, across land and sea to meet my destiny. We shall only speak for a few moments at first, but that's okay because first meetings are the worst. After he sees me smile, I can make him go the extra mile. Then we can exchange numbers and text for a while. My love and I will ride the plane home together where we will promise forever. In the end, my students will see I found my prince.
I'm girlful. I like to read books, and I don't like to talk. Guys don't notice the little girl sitting alone in the corner. She doesn't wear pearls, so guys won't stay much longer. Thoughts of her own show she's not what they think. Her thoughts make her moan, her thoughts make her shriek. The guy standing yonder is what makes her heart flutter, making her feel as bald as a condor. If he knew he was better. When asked if she dates, she wants to say yes, but instead looks off into space, but dreams to impress. The guy crushes her dreams as he chooses another. His face starts to beam while hers begins to smother. Into the shadows she falls, she weeps like the willows, blending into the walls. Wedding bells ring, announcing a feat that is sure to bring the tear fleet. Over and over she pondered why. As she became a rover to her old life, she said goodbye. Life had no meaning. She became like a ghost. She needed a pole for leaning, something more like a post. At home she did sit, losing way too much weight, though she wouldn't admit, since ships had become her mate. In came her mother, who sat down beside her and said, "There will be another, so wipe away the blur. Here is your ticket, and here is some money, so don't get lost in the thicket, and I'll go get you a honey." So away the girl trudged, looking forever backwards, and afraid of the eyes that judged. Maybe she would find some nerds.